Morning everyone, just want to say thanks very much for all the comments on the last video. Absolutely made up, all the likes, all the subscriptions, absolutely brilliant, so thanks very much for that. So I'm just going to do another one today for you. Just quickly on a little bit of breeding season preparation. There's one or two things that I'm not happy with in the loft, so I'm just going to show you those and explain that to you. But just before that, I'm just going to show you what we're actually feeding at this time of year. So these are the two mixtures we're currently using. This is an all period mixture. These are Versalhagen mixtures. They're always really clean, super clean, and nicely polished, clean grains, no dust whatsoever. This one, as you can see, is quite a heavy mixture. It's an all period one. So to go with that, mix 50-50, we're actually using some depurative. Mixing that 50-50 just to lighten it up a little bit. Doesn't need to be too heavy at this time of year. Obviously it's kind of a resting period just after the molt, so that mix 50-50 works absolutely fine. So we'll just go into the loft now. You're jumping in, Henry. So these are the hens. And as I just mentioned before, I'm not quite happy with how things are looking. There's one or two things that are giving me a little bit of concern. These are all the race hens for next year, which will be getting paired up in January. But what is concerning me is actually the droppings. So I'll just show you one or two. Let's go to these here. They're sloppy, they're not a nice colour, and they're actually sort of like a worm shape, if you will. Which is not what we want. Just go to that one, another one there. Again, that's very sloppy. There's a lot of moisture in it. And I'll just show you some more. Those again, they've got that worm shape, a greenish colour. Just not what you want. And this is a little bit worrying ahead of the breeding season. So just open the cock section, Henry. We'll just jump into the cocks. So here we are. You coming in, mate? Here we are in the cocks. Can't see quite as easy in here because I've just cleaned out. I left those purposefully, but yeah, they're not quite right. As you can see, that cock, he's chosen his box, spinning up in that box. He's a young bird, decided he wants that box. So they are slowly choosing the box. That one there, check cock, he seems to have decided he wants that box. Mealy cock up here, he did well for his last year, but as you can see, the droppings just at the back of there, I don't know if you can see, but again, they're quite sloppy, just not quite right. So what we're going to do, we're going to send some off and get them tested. Now what you can actually get are these testing kits. There's different companies do them. I use Belgica, but there's different ones. And what you do, there's a little bag inside, plastic bag. You pop some of the droppings in, put it back into this envelope, pop it into the post, and they will test them for you and let you know if there's any problems. My suspicion is there's perhaps a little bit of salmonella, perhaps a little bit of cocci, maybe a little bit of E. coli. But there's something just not quite right, and this is not what you want ahead of the breeding season. So I would say for anyone, it's very worthwhile testing, particularly breeding season, racing season. If your pigeons aren't fit, then you will have problems and you won't have a successful breeding season. You won't have a successful racing season. So what we're going to do, we're going to do that now, get this in the post, and then hopefully we'll let you know the results. It might even get New Year now. We're right into the Christmas period, and the postage at the moment isn't great. But yeah, that's going to be the way forward, just to find out what's going on with these pigeons. So this will probably be the last video before Christmas. It'll be New Year, so just want to wish you all a great Christmas, and we'll get a new video up in the new year and let you know what the results are. Alright everyone, thanks very much. Bye now.